me is very much part of the church. They have worship services. And I love the song that they sing now. They have one song that says, I never would have made it. You know, telling you about God. If he had been nice, he sings that right now. But he said, yeah, you never would have made it if it had not been for the Lord that was on this side. Different songs that make a meaning, have a meaning to it. But that's why I love out there with music. I love it, always have loved it. Since I've been a child. So, grew up in it. Now I'm 68 years old. Gospel music. The gospel is the good news.
Okay.
That is actually what the gospel is. The word the gospel means the good news of Jesus Christ. The gospel is where it just opens up the actual scripture word into song. And it's something that you can carry. Most of the times you can remember the words to a song rather than a scripture. Mm-hmm. Okay. And there are times when you may be going through certain things or certain situations, you'll hear a song, and that song will help you get through whatever you need to get through. Like a lot of days, I have song that's kind of ringing in my head, and I sing it through the day, and it just kind of keeps me where I need to be.
I just want to praise Him forever. And ever, and ever, you've done for me. Oh, blessings and glory and honor, they all belong to you. Thank you, Jesus. I just want to thank you
Gospel music is basically, I'm not going to go back to the slave stuff and whatever, but it's basically music that's like singing the songs of Zion. This is a way that we can relate and get closer to Christ. Basically, some people don't have testimonies, some don't have a preaching ability, but a whole lot of people have the ability to sing. It brings us closer to Christ. Some people, you may never even hear what they went through in their life, but through their songs, you can basically get an idea on basically the changes that they've been through in their life, just through the way they sing. So basically a way of letting those frustrations. Well, prior to being saved, sanctified, and all that, I used to sing what you call street corner harmony. That's a cappella singing on street corners around our fire barrel. This is just a way of separating the two. When I say separating the two, that means street corner harmony was not sung in churches, and church music and gospel music was not sung on street corners. It's just basically another way of relating to Christ. Yes, I have a lot of favorite songs. I grew up in the old time gospel. This is new to me. This kind of sing is new to me. I grew up on this thing where they had the groups like the Five Blind Boys, the Highway QCs. But my favorite song is Precious Lord.
Precious Lord, take my hand. Well, I guess the actual definition to me speaks about, it's just the gospel of Jesus Christ, the goodness, what He's done, what He hasn't done, the realness of it, the realness of Him, of our faith. And so it basically affirms our faith, and then what it does is, I guess it propagates it. Yeah, that's the word. Propagates it. So that's gospel music. I guess to me, well, it's one. I guess it's an affirmation of my faith, because it's something, because not everybody listens to gospel music. Some people, shun it or whatever, and there's so many different types.
It's soul music for the soul. It keeps the soul intact. It keeps the soul in a place that I'm looking for a particular word, but it just kind of keeps the soulish part of you together.
Now, some of you may say, well, Pastor, I would praise the Lord with you, but I have no blood pressure problem. But tell somebody, listen, but the death angel still passed over your door last night. It just didn't go in your door. You passed by.
I'm Pastor David Richardson. I'm the pastor of the church. Motivates me, keeps me encouraged, keeps me from going over the edge, keeps me level-headed, keeps me with some type of hope, because the world has a way of having different situations that can be bombarding, but gospel music is more than soothing. It brings a peace, a solace, a type of helps me get a grip on what's really happening. So it keeps me together. Gospel music has come a long way simply because when it was first introduced, there was not really a name for it, because it was birthed out of a mixture of slavery and it started evolving because it had the basis of Negro spirituals, but then it started evolving. There was a guy who was called Father Gospel named Thomas A. Dorsey, who was a jazz pianist, and he was one of the first innovators that pretty much gave gospel music the name gospel music. And gospel music was so different that it was not really accepted because it involved a lot of strenuous singing that was considered unprofessional, because of a lot of the notes that you hear if you listen to most choir songs in the gospel realm, and you hear the notes that they're hitting, it's different. It's a different sound, but it's not really a good learned sound.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, it sounds raspy, but it sounds good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a different sound. So the professionals that were in the other, realms of music, they looked at it was like, that music doesn't make any sense. But now, the growth of it and the acceptance of it has become so large until it has come from not being accepted until now everybody's either doing it or they're loving it. You know what I'm saying? So it has evolved.